Hello, and welcome to the Best of TSL with There's Still Life. There's Still Life is a nonprofit spiritual growth ministry that promotes spiritual growth, maturity, and transformation in the lives of people. We are excited to be celebrating 20 years of ministry, and throughout the remainder of this year, we're going into our archives to bring you the best of TSL.
Hello and welcome to day 7 of our 31-day podcast. I am excited about day 7. I want to ask you a question. What would you do without fear? Yep, I had to give you some time to think about it. Let me ask you again. What would you do without fear? What are you fearful of? When we look at the definition of fear, we see that fear will cause a sense of distress and attempt to operate in our lives. Listen to this, even when there is no real threat of danger. I'm sorry, y'all. I feel like I need to read that again because someone needs to understand how the spirit of fear operates. The spirit of fear will cause us a sense of distress and attempt to operate in our lives. Even when there's no threat of danger, fear has the ability to impose on us stress, worry, and anxiety anyhow. Oh my gosh. I thought about this and I had to ask myself, are there areas where I am fearful, get this, when there is actually the threat of success? This is kind of deep, y'all, today. This is kind of deep today. When I look at my growth journey and I'm thinking about having to overcome fear at times in my life, I believe more times than not, it was me trying to put a plan together myself, as though I was by myself, as though the success of that thing was all on me. Let me tell you something. That is the blessing in living out the will of God for our lives. We don't have to create something or make anything up. The person of Jesus did not create. In all his power and authority, he says that he can do nothing by himself. He simply does what he sees his Father do. We see that in John 5. Or we see him say that in John chapter 5. For me, it was getting past the pressure of it being all on me. And I'm sure some of you listening today can relate when you feel like the pressure is all on you. As I'm pursuing great things, I have the liberty and right to simply ask questions, right? Sometimes my questions start out like this. For real, God? I don't know how you talk to God, but sometimes that's how it comes out when God and I are having a conversation, right? But when I need clarity, that's my point right here. When I need clarity, I ask clarifying questions. When you need clarity, you can ask clarifying questions of the Father. We have to see ourselves completing the task, doing great on the job, building the business, managing our money, planning for retirement, not on our own, but with God. Today was short and sweet, but I hope you were encouraged to think about, what would I do without fear? Have a great day, and we hope you'll join us again on tomorrow.
We hope you enjoyed today's podcast and that today's podcast prompted a new attitude, a new perspective, or a new outlook that would help you define moments in your life. We invite you to invest in your copy of Defining Moments, Define Your Moment, Change Your Life on Amazon. Simply search for Defining Moments by Nicole A. Davis. All proceeds go directly to There's Still Life to help enable us to continue our teaching mission. You can also purchase your copy directly from There's Still Life. Just inbox or message us on Facebook at There's Still Life, or request your copy by email at there'sstilllife@gmail.com.